Shanna, have you ever felt that little jolt of anxiety when you're applying for something, a credit card or a car loan, and you get to the part where it says, by checking this box, you authorize us to pull your credit report?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It feels like you're about to be judged by this secret, mysterious document that you've never even seen, and you're just hoping that everything is okay.
Exactly. It's like a report card that follows you around for your entire adult life, but no one ever taught you how to read it or check it for mistakes.
And we know in this industry, that's a huge problem because mistakes on your credit report are surprisingly common and they can cost you real money. Today, we're going to pull back that curtain on that mysterious document and give you the confidence to read it and own your financial story.
Welcome back to Making Sense of Your Sense. I'm Daniel Hill.
And I'm Shanna Browning. In a previous episode, we talked about what makes up your credit score. Today, we're going to go one level deeper to look at the document that score is based on, your credit report.
We're going to show you how to get it for free, what to look for, and most importantly, what to do if you find an error.
All right, Daniel, let's start with the most important first step. How do people get a copy of their own credit report? There are so many websites out there offering free reports, and it can be confusing.
It can be very confusing, and you have to be careful. Many of those sites are just trying to sell you a credit monitoring subscription you don't need. But by federal law, you're entitled to a truly free copy of your credit report from each of the three major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, every single year.
And those are really the big three. And what is the official safe place to get those?
Well, like we mentioned in episode 3, the only official website is annualcreditreport.com. I'll say that again because it's very important. Annualcreditreport.com. This is the only site authorized by federal law. Going there is safe, secure, and completely free. You don't have to enter a credit card number or sign up or any trial service.
So when someone goes to that website, annualcreditreport.com, what should they expect?
The site will guide you through a verification process to confirm your identity. It'll ask you for your name, address, social security number, date of birth. It will likely also ask you some security questions based on your credit history, like which of the following addresses have you been associated with, or you may have a mortgage with which of the following lenders. This is to ensure that you, and only you, are accessing your report.
And can you get a report from all three of the bureaus at once?
You can, and a good strategy is actually to pull all three at the same time at least once a year to do a thorough checkup. Another strategy is to stagger them, pulling one report every 4 months. This allows you to keep an eye on your credit throughout the year for free. For today's purpose, let's assume we're doing a full annual checkup and we've downloaded all three reports. All right, Shanna, we have the reports in front of us. They can be long and look a little intimidating. Let's break it down. What are the main sections people will see?
Generally, every credit report is broken down into 4 sections. The first is personal information. Pretty straightforward. List your name and any other variation you've used, current and former addresses, your social security number, date of birth, and current and past employers.
What should people be looking for here?
Accuracy. Look for any misspelled names, incorrect addresses, or anything that doesn't belong to you. An unfamiliar address could be a simple typo, or it could be a red flag for potential identity theft.
Oh, that's good. So that's section 1. What's next?
Section 2 is your credit accounts or trade lines. This is the heart of your report. It's a detailed list of every credit account you have or have had in the past 7 to 10 years. This includes credit cards, mortgages, auto loans, and student loans.
And each of those account listings has a ton of details, right?
Yep, it sure does. For each account, you'll see the name of the lender, your account number, the date you opened it, your credit limit, or the original loan amount, the current balance, and most importantly, your payment history. This is usually a grid of boxes showing whether you paid on time for the last 24 months or more. Okay means you paid on time. 30 means you were 30 days late. 60 for 60 days late, and so on. Don't be there.
And this is the section where you really want to be a detective. Make sure you recognize every account that's listed. If you see an account you don't recognize, that is a major red flag. Also, check your payment history. If you know you've never missed a payment on your car loan, but the report shows a 30-day late payment, that's an error and you need to fix it.
Absolutely, and quickly. After the credit accounts, the third section is credit inquiries. This section is split into two parts: hard inquiries and soft inquiries.
Now, we've talked about those before, but what's the difference?
So a hard inquiry is recorded when a lender pulls your credit report because you have applied for new credit. So when you apply for a mortgage, a car loan, or a new credit card, that generates a hard inquiry. Too many of those in a short period can temporarily lower your credit score because it can look like you're desperate for credit. Those are the inquiries that matter.
And what about soft inquiries?
So a soft inquiry happens when your credit is checked for a reason other than a new application. This includes when you check your own credit, when a current lender reviews your account, or when a company pulls your credit to send you a pre-authorized offer in the mail. Soft inquiries are only visible to you, and they have zero impact on your credit score.
So you want to review the hard inquiries to make sure they match your recent applications. If you see a hard inquiry from a lender you've never contacted, that's another potential sign of fraud, right?
You better believe it is. And in the final section is public records and collections. This is where you would see any major negative financial events like a bankruptcy, foreclosure, a tax lien, or an account that a creditor has sent to a collection agency. For most people, this section will be empty, which is a good thing.
Very, very good thing. Okay, so we reviewed all four sections. Let's say we found a clear mistake. Maybe it's a late payment that we know we made on time, or a collection account for a medical bill that was supposed to be covered by insurance. What do we do?
You have the right to dispute any information on your credit report that you believe is inaccurate. The process is straightforward, but requires you to be organized. The first step is to contact the credit bureau that is reporting the incorrect information.
And you have to do that for each bureau that shows the error, right?
That's a critical point. The three credit bureaus are separate companies. A mistake might appear on one report, but not the others. You have to file a separate dispute with each bureau that has the error. You can typically do this online through their websites, which is the fastest method, or you can do it via mail.
What information would you need to provide?
You need to clearly state your name and address, identify the specific item on the report you are disputing, the account name and lender name, explain exactly why you believe it's an error, and request that it be removed or corrected. It's also very important to include any copies of any documents that can support your claim.
So what kind of documents would be helpful in this situation?
Copy of a bank statement showing you made a payment on time, a letter from a lender confirming an error, or a receipt from a collection agency showing a debt that has never been paid, but you know you did pay. Never send your original documents. Always send copies. Keep a detailed record of everything you send and when you send it.
So now we've filed the dispute. What happens next?
By law, the credit bureau generally has 30 to 45 days to investigate your claim. They will contact the lender or the creditor that provided the information and ask them to verify it. If the lender cannot provide the information is accurate, or if they don't respond, the credit bureau must remove the disputed item from your report. They will then send you a letter with the results of their investigation.
This has been an incredibly empowering conversation. Now that we know how to get our report, it's time to actually dig in. And that brings us to this week's actionable tip.
Your action item for this week is the highlighter test. If you haven't already, go to annualcreditreport.com and save your reports as PDFs, then print them out.
Now, grab two different colored highlighters, let's say green and yellow. You're going to go through your report line by line. With the green highlighter, mark everything that you know is 100% accurate. Your name, your address, that car loan you opened last year. With the yellow highlighter, mark anything that makes you pause. An old address you don't recognize. A credit card you don't remember opening. A payment history that shows 30 days late when you know you paid on time.
This simple exercise turns a boring document into an active review. Go through every section, your personal info, every single account, and all the hard inquiries.
When you're done, your report will be a visual map. The green is everything that's good and verified. The yellow is your personal to-do list. Each yellow highlighted item is something you need to investigate further, and it's the starting point for filing a dispute, if needed.
Now, the goal this week isn't to fix anything yet. It's simply to review and identify. This one action will give you more clarity and control over your financial story than you've ever had before.
It's a foundational step, and we're excited for you to take it. We'll build on it next week with strategies for building, or in some cases, rebuilding your credit history from the ground up.
Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. For Daniel Hill, I'm Shanna Browning. Thanks for making us a part of your week.
And remember, go out and make some sense of your sense.